this is Kenya. Welcome back to Kenya's Decor Corner. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you will go ahead and click the subscribe button, and also be sure to hit the notification bell so you won't miss any videos. For my faithful family members, you all know I love you so much. And guys, happy Christmas in July. Yay! I'm so super excited to be sharing with you guys some Christmas content here in July. And so today, as you can see behind me, I have put up a Christmas tree. Yay! This is the first one of the year. This tree is in our family room upstairs, and I was thinking about putting it downstairs, but it didn't quite work out. And so I'll tell you guys all about that. So if you guys are interested in seeing and learning more about this Christmas tree and learning how to install and fluff a Christmas tree, especially a brand new one, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so we are in our entryway, and I have this Costway 8-foot Christmas tree. It has LED lights and pine cones, and I'm super excited because I really wanted a new tree for our entryway, so I thought this would be perfect. And I love that it has the pine cones on it already, because I'm thinking of doing a woodlands theme in our entryway this year. So we'll see. So let's go ahead and unpackage this tree and get it out of the box and set up in our space. So this tree is separated into 4 sections, as you can see here, and this is the instruction page on how to install it. Super easy. You just basically click each piece together, and there you have it. So let's get this box out of the way and get to installing this tree. So this tree comes with a heavy duty metal stand, and it has these little bolts here to lock the tree in place. So I'm just gonna screw them in a little bit, and then once I'm ready to put the tree base in there, then I will loosen it up or tighten it as needed. Okay guys, so it looks like we might have a little problem here, and I'm going to go ahead and move this chair out because the tree is too large to fit in this space with the chair there. So now I'm going to just resituate it and see if this is going to work in our entryway. So I thought, let me open the door and see if it's going to be enough clearance, and unfortunately, as you can see, it is not. So anyone coming in our home would hit the tree, so we can't have that. So I have relocated the tree to our upstairs family room. It is the next day, and so I thought, you know what, this will be a better space, and there's plenty of room for this tree. So I have the base there. Now we'll go ahead and start fluffing this bottom half of the tree before we add the next layer. So here I've brought you guys in for a closer view as to what I'm doing. And as you can see, I start with the branches that are closer to the center of the tree first, pulling them separate of each other. So I'll have one branch at the top and then one branch at the bottom. So I'm like pulling them in opposite directions. And you want to do that to create like a layered effect. So when you're pulling the branches through, you don't want them to be lined up directly behind each other. So you can see that when I pull this one up, then I'm pulling that one out, and the one at the top and one at the bottom, you can see how I'm separating them. So it's creating like an X effect, and that makes your tree look very full when you fluff it this way. And it is important to fluff up all of the branches, even the ones closer to the center, because that helps to fill in gaps. So yes, that's a quick and easy tip on how to fluff your tree so that you can get the most fullness in the tree that you have. Also, because this is a brand new tree, it needs to be fluffed completely. So you can see how I am twisting the branches around and positioning the pine cones in place. So that's something that you would want to do when it's your first time unboxing a tree, is you want to make sure that, again, you pull all the branches out and you kind of place the lights in the areas where it's bare, because sometimes things have shifted around, and once you put it together, you might have a cluster of lights and then a blank spot, and then another cluster of lights and another blank spot. So if you are paying attention when you're fluffing it up and moving the lights so that they will make more sense and cover more surface area of the tree, and flip them upwards if they need to be, so that you can actually see them. So you can see here how I'm fluffing everything up and making sure the pine cone is positioned how I like it so that it can be seen. So here you can see where I'm just undoing the cord around the branch there for the lights so that I can position the light where I want it. So yeah, you just kind of fluff the tree, work with it until you have it to your exact liking. And I have to say, guys, this is going to take a while, so you definitely need to do this when you have time and you're not in a hurry. Now it's time to add the next layer to the tree. And I was just showing you guys the little plug where you plug the next layer in to the bottom layer so that it will be lit. And you can see the cord there is attached to the tree. And so I'm just going to tuck it in so that it won't be visible. And once we put decorations and everything on it, you won't see it either. But yeah, so now we're just adding the next layer. We need to fluff this out as well. And as you guys can see, what I like to do is add a layer and fluff, then add a layer and fluff. Some people like to put the entire tree together and then fluff everything, but for me, I like this process better because I can actually see exactly what I'm doing and I'm less likely to miss a branch. So I feel like when you have the whole tree together and then you're trying to fluff it, it's easy that you might miss a couple of branches, and then that creates empty spots in your tree. Also, taking the time to fluff your tree as you put it together allows you the opportunity to reach areas that might be more difficult to reach otherwise. So here I decided to grab some gloves to protect my hands because this can be, like I said, a pretty tedious and cumbersome job, and you might get scratched or poked. And so if you want to protect your hands, I just grabbed some of my winter gloves, and there you have it. Now we have all three layers, and now this is the top layer remaining. I like to fluff the top layer before I put it up on the tree because it's more difficult to fluff it once it's up there, right? So as you can see here, I'm just kind of pulling the branches down, and once I have the top layer in place, then I will work on blending it with the section below it so that we'll have a seamless look. So it won't look like the top piece is just kind of floating there on top away from the rest of the body of the tree. And this is where I'm now having the branches from the top part of the tree interconnect with the branches from the lower half of the tree so that everything looks fairly seamless. So this is also a good time to step back and look at your tree and see if you see any open spots and try to adjust it. Now I will say in this case, this tree is basically a floating tree. So it is where we can see it from all angles. You have a 360 view of this tree. So it is important to make sure that it is fluffed as much as possible. Also, this tree is backlit. You can see there's windows behind it. So that is going to highlight even further any open spots, which is okay because when it's time to decorate the tree, I'll show you guys how we'll handle those spots. But for now, we want to just fluff it up and fill it in with the branches as much as possible by repositioning, which is what I'm doing here. And also guys, sometimes if I'm trying to make one branch reach over to the next branch, I will pull them closer together and just kind of do a little twist of the ends of the two branches so that they'll meet together and kind of hold each other in place to help fill in gaps. So that's what I'm doing there. And you see how that just filled that gap in right there, nice and easy. Okay guys, and here's a look at the tree completely fluffed. And I think this is really a beautiful tree. I love that it has multiple textures on the needles of the tree. So some of it is like the traditional textures and some of them have a little bit different texture to it and look to it. And I think that's really nice, especially with the pine cones added. I do think this tree is a little bit thin. I did spend about an hour, or maybe a little bit more than an hour, fluffing this tree. And so I think this is probably its maximum fullness. So what I'll do is in the next video, I'll show you guys how we will decorate the tree, and it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So if you're interested in this Costway tree, be sure to check my description box down below for details, as well as a discount code. Okay guys, so I hope that you all have enjoyed this video. If so, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. You know that helps me out tremendously. Also, it helps when you leave comments. So be sure to leave me a comment down below to let me know what you think about this beautiful Christmas tree. And also, if you are doing anything for Christmas in July. We all know that there's lots of sales and other things going on. Lots of stores are participating with Christmas in July. It's become more and more popular over the years. And so if you're like me, I like to get an early start on my Christmas shopping. And so I will definitely be out and about looking at and getting some ideas and maybe even picking up some gifts for Christmas this year. So if I do, I'll be sure to share that with you guys as well. Also, if you want more information about this beautiful Christmas tree, remember to check my description box down below for more details. And if you are new here, again, welcome. I hope that you will go ahead and click the subscribe button, and also be sure to hit that notification bell so you won't miss any videos. And for my faithful family members, you all know I love you, love you, love you so, so, so very much. And of course, I look forward to seeing all of you on the next video. Much love and many blessings. Bye-bye.